tell me about IDH and how did you get into the people profession?
IDH is a global organization. We try to tackle the vital issues in the value chain, like deforestation, the effects of climate change, but also the working conditions, and look at the value distributed in the value chain. I started in the Air Force, the Netherlands Air Force, and you know what? That's the best place to learn the profession, and what hardly anybody knows, it's the cradle of HR. It's where human resources was invented. We had a small platform, and I basically said to our CEO, I said, "Dan, this isn't going to deliver what we're aiming for. What we have is people. So you need to know everything about your people and to understand what makes your people happy." So I did the tender and came up with wanting to go with Hi Bob, and he just says, "Where do I sign?"
I think one of the big advantages for me as a chief executive is that I now really have basically on-the-minute availability on where we stand in terms of our talent, in terms of what's happening across the organization, which is super important in a knowledge organization like IDH.
I know for a fact that you even make your own reports in Bob.
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's one of my guilty pleasures. I think that next to how it supports on HR and talent development in general, I think how we also use the portal is much more on our One IDH agenda. So we are a global organization that is now spread over 15 different countries in all those different time zones. And it really allows everyone at IDH to tap into what is happening, to connect with one another. So it really enables to be this international organization and this One IDH. I think one of the things where we constantly want to evolve and improve is on, for example, transparency in the organization. And here again, the portal really helps to disclose much more information that we never hid on purpose, but just wasn't, easily to be accessed.
It's the visibility of the organization and understanding where they fall, who answers to who sits where you fit in, as well as who you're supposed to be working with.
We're spread across 30 different locations and have 6 different business units and a lot of departments and donors that we have to account for. In order to take this organizational structure under control, we need the one source of truth, source of data, that helps us also to add new locations easily, and we can do it through Bob.
What we do here at IDH, every year we have an annual planning process around September, and part of that is a staffing plan. And we use Bob as a basis of doing that plan. It really helps us identifying what our current positions are within the organization, either vacant or non-vacant, but also it helps our team leads basically to really be in the driver's seat of adjusting those positions for the year to come.
So with workforce planning, right, it is playing a dual part to create a transparency in between and able to have a better look about the finances for the coming year and the new positions across.
Overall, it allows us to make mistakes in a safe environment. So we experiment there. We check what we can do and what we can't do in a way that works for IDH, and then go away and implement it in Bob accordingly.
We use it for on a daily basis for running reports. So I'll do an import in the sandbox just to see how it affects everything in Bob and make sure that it's uploaded correctly.
As well, we have some fields in Bob, employee fields that are custom made. So that was also interesting to do a trial first and to see how that affected the reports as well, because then you need to pull reports slightly differently.
Actually, for me, it is the fact that we can run the reports and the dashboards and so on. And that if you really are able to, think flexible and be smart about it, can pull all kinds of information that's so enormously useful to show and to share with the organization. Actually, I have another favorite, and that is the support from HIBO. It's not a feature, but I like the way we are being supported and get direct answers from the team.